Now to a celebrity who had an almighty meltdown in front of a sea of cameras and has forever trashed his own reputation in the eyes of at least half of his countrymen. Gosh, I think even the lefties are a little embarrassed by Robert De Niro's latest antics.
I mean, this is really, even these people over here are kind of, it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy, and this thing, Donald Trump has created this. He should be telling them not to do this, but he's just, he wants to sow total, he wants to sow total chaos, which he's succeeding in.
Now watch here as he claims that if Trump wins, there'll be no more elections. And note that he is reading this demented diatribe. He wrote all this down and decided it was a totally sane and rational thing to say out loud.
Under Trump, this kind of government will perish from the earth. I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave.
Now, he had a couple of the Democrats' favourites behind him, the January 6 cops they've tried to portray as heroes. That narrative has collapsed somewhat in the past year or two, sadly. No one told Bob.
They are the true heroes. These guys are the true heroes. They stood and put their lives on the line for these lowlives, for Trump. They lied under oath. They lied under oath. Who lied under oath? What are you telling me? Excuse me? They lied under oath? What are you saying?
What are you saying? What are you trying to tell me? It only got worse for De Niro. He can play a gangster beautifully, but without a good script, he's just an angry, confused old man.
Democrats, you are gangsters. You are gangsters. You're washed up.
You're a little punk. You're a softy. You're a nobody. Your movie sucks.
Now you know the Democrats are getting desperate when we see these sort of stunts. And look at these poll numbers. This is what the numbers were at the start of this sham trial. Trump having just a 1% lead. And let's look at where they are today. Biden has dropped dramatically, and those numbers have all gone to Trump. RFK has gone from 3% to 2%. The lead now is 19%. Guess what? That third world banana republic weaponizing of the justice system to try to jail your political opponent has backfired badly. So let's roll out a broken down actor to say some crazy crap in front of the courthouse where you are persecuting the man polls say will be the next president. I mean, who is coming up with this? And look at De Niro there. He's outdoors, it's 2024, and he's got a mask on. But he's been demented for some time. Trump derangement syndrome is real, and I fear there is no cure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert De Niro in these cities old. These people, they suffer from a derangement syndrome. It's called Trump derangement. They say stuff that don't make no sense, and they grown men. These people grown though. This ain't a little 3-year-old throwing a tantrum. This is a grown man with gray hair. You hear how stupid he is? Donald Trump, when he get in the office, the world is gonna end. What are you saying, my man? I'm going to play the press conference, and I'm glad that Trump supporters out there in New York was slapping him over the head, not literally, I wish they would have, but figuratively slapping him over the head and he cussing him out and throwing a fit and losing his temper. What a lame. And then these two lames. These two dudes are so lame to me, it's insane. Why do you say that, Brandon? I was in law enforcement, and you telling me y'all have made a whole identity of being a victim of January 6th? Bro, ain't nothing heroic happened on that day with Capitol Police. Now, I take my hat off to the ones who were assaulted. People that assaulted Capitol Police officers should go to prison. It's against the law. But, brother, outside of a skirmish between a few people there, they letting people in the building. Grandma walking around doing selfies. They taking pictures in front of the podium. And this was a dark day in society. Y'all stupid. Then they up here like they really the victims or survivors of 9/11 or something. What y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Anyway, let's play this thing before I lose my temper. Listen to Robert De Niro, and then we're going to show him getting heckled by the Trump supporters. Roll the clip.
Under Trump, this kind of government will perish from the earth.
Which would be a good thing. The type of government that run up inflation, that just print money, going into debt, letting illegal aliens come into our country, DEI, diversity, inclusion, and delusion. They're pushing all this trans stuff on our kids. Yeah, I hope that it dissolves.
I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye.
Which
that
ones?
We all take for granted.
Which ones?
And elections, forget about it.
See, y'all know I had to stop. I just want to debunk everything this idiot said. He is an idiot. Elections, we can forget about it. Explain how the president is going to somehow eliminate elections. He was the president already. He was already the president of the United States, and he didn't eliminate elections. If he was going to eliminate elections, Donald Trump could have done it when he first became president in 2016. What are y'all saying? And then how does that work? How does any president eliminate elections? There's a thing called Congress. If you start acting out, they will impeach you and remove you from office. And if you don't leave the office, somebody gonna make you leave. What are we even saying here? This dude is so ignorant to me.
That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave.
He would never leave. He left already. He just, this time around, he's just gone. What are he going to do? Donald Trump is going to be the president and never leave. Well, first of all, he's about 80-something by the time he get there. So he ain't going to live forever. So at some point, he's going to leave. But our government don't work that way. It never has and it never will. You can't just never leave. What are you saying, bro? You're a grown man.
He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave. Democrats, you are gangsters. You are gangsters. You're washed up. Fuck you.
You're a little punk. You're a softy. You're a nobody. Your movies suck. You're trash. You're trash. You're done. You're done out there, guys. You're done.
You're a thug. All he did was play thugs in movies.
You're washed up. You're washed up. You're washed up.
We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. The
You're
Democrats.
washed up.
You are gangsters.
Excuse me.
You are gangsters.
You're washed up. You're a little punk. You're a softy.
A paid sellout for the DNC. A paid sellout for the DNC.
Hey, Jay, folks, that's
Great.
If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave.
Pretty good. Okay. Robert De Niro makes a good case to vote for Trump in 2024. Yeah. All right. Good. Oh man, so embarrassing. What a run, ladies and gentlemen. How much more embarrassing can get other than like the car alarm, the protesters rattling Robert De Niro, him having to read off his script. Well, afterward, Robert De Niro was completely torched by Trump supporters as he
You are
walked through the streets.
gangsters. You are gangsters.
You're washed up.
You're gangsters.
You're a little punk. You're a softy. You're a nobody. Your movies suck. You're trash. You're trash. You're done. You're done after this guy, guys. You're done.
Oh yeah, he's great. Just a rowdy time for Robert De Niro.
Let's go. Let's
He
go.
didn't go over the way he thought. So a lot of people say
You loser, stand up. We are gonna fight back. You're trying to do it in the book.
Robert De Niro screaming.
We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
Step aside, guys. Make a hole. Make a hole.
So Robert De Niro suffering a meltdown. Running off to his car. Many people saying that this doesn't make any sense for Robert De Niro, right? Like what? Like why?
Trump goes to office, he's done. He's finished. His career's already done, and it's gonna be even more done. We're outside. De Niro's a loser. He's a mook. He's a sucker, and that's why he's running away like a punk.
So many people noting that in 1998, Robert De Niro was arrested in France in a Jeffrey Epstein-esque prostitution sting operation. There's a reason why De Niro is now having to embarrass himself by voicing ads for Joe Biden and doing stuff like this. De Niro was arrested and held and questioned in Paris for 9 hours. 40 prostitutes were reportedly matched up with wealthy clients, and Robert De Niro was one of them. Oh my. Could this be why Robert De Niro has made such an embarrassing turn and favoring Joe Biden when literally every single celebrity has decided not to endorse Joe Biden this time around? What do they have on this guy? I don't know. Not sure. Everyone's sort of bringing up this Robert De Niro held in question over the prostitution ring. Maybe they might just crack wide open the case again against De Niro if he happens to not do what he's told, like a good doggy. Why would the Biden camp okay a surrogate speech outside of the last day of the Trump trial to gloat and call Trump voters names? Why would you pick Robert De Niro, a multimillionaire left-wing adult pretender, to close out your case? Not sure, but it didn't work. De Niro gets mogged. Nobody likes you and your movies suck. De Niro saying F you, never a great sign. Robert De Niro is having a really bad time. Solid Robert De Niro didn't like being called out. Who's supporting Robert De Niro in all this? Well, Kathy Griffin. De Niro's the man, period. Oh, the memes are great. If we weren't in a simulation, explain to me why the Biden campaign has escorted Robert De Niro to the courthouse press gaggle with a script in hand to say Trump is really mean. That's exactly right. The Trump campaign holding multiple press conferences across the street. And, yeah, I just got to tell you, this whole Donald Trump will never leave office. This, I don't think it has the intended effect. But it's good to understand motivation. It's good to understand that the Biden regime is panicking, that everything is crumbling, and these are actions of people who are scared and know that the American public isn't buying this anymore. And trotting out 81-year-old adult diaper wearer Robert De Niro to have some type of panic attack meltdown as he poorly reads lines from a script. That ain't it, Jack.